The parable of the workers in the vineyard is found in Matthew 20, verses 1 to 16. It illustrates themes of grace, fairness, and the nature of the kingdom of heaven. Here's a summary and explanation. Summary of the parable. 1. The vineyard owner, a landowner, goes out early in the morning to hire workers for his vineyard. He agrees to pay them a denarius for a day's work. 2. Later hires throughout the day. The owner returns to the marketplace at various times and hires more workers, promising to pay them what is right. 3. End of the day. When evening comes, the owner instructs his foreman to pay the workers, starting with those hired last. Surprisingly, they all receive a denarius, regardless of how long they worked. 4. Complaints from the first workers. The first workers, who labored all day, expect to receive more than a denarius but are disappointed when they receive the same pay. They complain to the owner, feeling it's unfair. 5. Owner's response. The owner responds that he has the right to do what he wants with his money and questions why they are envious because he is generous. He reminds them that they agreed to the wage at the beginning. Grace versus merit. The parable highlights the concept of grace. The landowner's generosity reflects God's grace, which is given freely and not based on human merit or effort. Equality in the kingdom. It challenges the notion of fairness based on human standards. In God's kingdom, all receive grace, regardless of when they come to faith or how hard they work. God's sovereignty. The landowner's authority to pay what he chooses signifies God's sovereignty in dispensing grace and mercy. Envy and perspective. The dissatisfaction of the first workers illustrates how envy can distort our understanding of fairness. It encourages readers to recognize the goodness of God, rather than focus on perceived inequities. Conclusion. The parable of the workers in the vineyard invites reflection on the nature of God's grace and the radical generosity of the kingdom of heaven. It reminds believers that God's love and grace are extended to all, regardless of their circumstances or timing, and challenges them to embrace this divine generosity without comparison or envy.